with a completion phase inside of you. Then this is a deep-rooted connection to the magnification of your true self into roles of eternal bliss, in which you are able to be physically immortal in this lifetime. This is absolutely happening as long as you are on the ascension path, to then see that death and destruction are only a part of the lower dimensional experience of life. To see how the grips of the Cabal have lost their hands on each of you as the newly awakened ascended masters, you are then seeing how your freedom is secured into new paths of delight. As you are consciously open to the connection with who I am as your Commander Ashtar, of who we are of the angelic realms, of the Galactic Council, of the Galactic Federation of Light, then this comes in massive amounts of energy, with a galactic lifting up of energy to then see only a purity that is expanded into vibrationally into paths of harmonies, then a collective of energy into oneness that is felt throughout our cosmic heavens as one light team. As you are then feeling even more of this purity, then you are willing to accept that this galactic rooted beingness is inside of you in an abundant nature in fulfilling your life now. Without your connections to unity consciousness, there is no ascension, as this is as clear as it can be to then see that each of you that are choosing to evolve more beyond duality are seeing the end to divided natures. To end the levels of division in your life is to then see that you are courageous enough to vibrate in the divine state of oneness, in which this is a field of glowing with a natural pure aura. The more pure you have your auric field, the more you are expanding into the divinity of your own internal feeling of connection to an eternal presence to feel more inside of you. This is how this is removing all harm from your life that no longer serves your vibration. Meaning as you are willing to be more in alignment with your true self, then you are working harder for ascension, meaning you are placing even more of your time daily to ascended dimensions. There are no shortcuts to hard work and determination, which is how these messages are formed daily to lead the way, including many more hours during the day writing for ascension, including much music and communications. Those of you that are aware of how artwork that those of you make takes many hours daily, over many weeks to finish, as this is the level of light work needed to bring in more of the new earth in. You are not going to see a day when these hands are tired of creating for ascension. There are no days talked about being tired of creating for the new earth. No, there is only discipline that is risen tremendously more by the day. This is in the field of grace that is consciously awakened more inside of you to see that this is the way to be at the forefront of ascension. There is no creating very little and then expecting to receive abundance in your life for our higher realms as one galactic fleet. No, that is not how it works, as if that was the case, then all of these videos would be deleted already, and leave only 4 or 5 total to then have to listen to for the rest of your time on this world into the collapse of 3D. This is about a serious light grind that is in action now, to then see that there are no reflective thought patterns going on here to allow for the smooth creation of ascension guidance with who we are of the Galactic Federation of Light, of your angelic guardians. Simply put, there is no quitting in this reality of ascension. As you see, these transmissions have not stopped, but are continuing to go onwards, to see your multidimensionality to then be realized more. With clear inceptions of your divine heritage to be realized even more comes a rainbow stream of light codes that you are able to feel even more in your balance inside of you. This is not about proving anything, as that is all ego to try and prove who is better than another, who is greater than another. No, that is not how this works, as that is all based in separated thinking of the lower ego self. You see this clearly when you have countries such as the United States trying to prove they are stronger in military than Russia, than China, than Japan, than North Korea, as that is all foolish. To end the billions of fake monetary notes that are printed non-stop anyways is to then see the real reality of how the money system is already collapsed on its own self. your global economists are even able to see clearly what is going on, with the Federal Reserve in the United States trying to keep the same broken system alive, in which the amount of money being printed is only causing more debt to rise up. Then you see these patterns over in Europe, where you have continuous collapses of the euro, in which the banks are losing their investments due to the citizens' spending habits that are from the massive consumption of material items. The whole system is flawed from the beginning, and this is not helping that you have these countries part of the European Union that are then trying to spend more money on military, instead of the well-being and safety of its own citizens. This insanity is finally coming to an end, with the reality of having more responsibility that comes with those individuals on this world having temporary new governance that is secured in spreading abundance to all. This has nothing to do with trying to focus on those who are against the reality of global abundance from judgments of trying to say that individuals have no such reality of living in an abundant way, without either fighting for it, being born into it, or instilling it. The true thieves are those who have set crooked shareholders to then maintain their own monitoring of keeping stock options open, to then try and present a false reality of security in the global economies. Those of you wise enough to see this truth are able to see the true ability of then the collapse due to the greed, and the paths of those who are trying to keep a system of slavery among the masses alive, to then end this for complete gracefulness. With ending the reign of terror comes ending the reign of greedy actions that have no place in the new earth and rising in vibrations into a natural security in realms of pure mastery. This is then in an increase in the vitality of your planet into higher dimensions to then see the clear pathway of reaching a destiny of full consciousness on the surface is already in order now. We stand in a field of pure abundance. We are the angelic realms. We are the Galactic Federation of Light.